Greetings everyone, this is Scotty with the Black Talk Media Project, and in this particular tutorial video I'm going to show you how to set up an external audio mixer of this Elise, I think that's how you pronounce it. The Elise Multi-Mix 4 is a USB external mixer. Now it was really intended to be used as a guitar amplifier, where you can also hook up your guitar and hook up a microphone, you know, so I guess those that's going to play the guitar and sing at the same time. But I have adopted this for internet radio broadcasting so that you can mix in callers using Skype, using any kind of free conference call line, so that you can mix in audio files, mix in your voice, mix in your caller voices, and send them out with an audio stream. Send them out through a broadcasting stream using Shoutcast or Icecast. Now, so you're just going to need a few parts. This is my headsets right here. These are Turtle Beach Air Force X11, X12 works as well. You have these USB headsets that have the microphones built into them. They will not work. Okay, it has to have the leads here. The pink is for mic, the green is for your headphone speakers, and of course there's the USB power. Now this is the board. The other parts you're going to need is a Y cable mixer or splitter, a Y cable splitter. That's the male end and two female ends. All right, and you're going to need 2 adapters. Well, you might need 3 if you want to hook up another set of headphones. I'm doing this video just using one headphone, so if you're going to set up 2 headphones for 2 people in your home studio, you're going to need 2 of these. You're going to need 3 of these, and this is a 1/4 inch 3.5 millimeter 1/4 inch adapter. And if you're going to again set up 2 headsets, you're going to need 2 wire cables. But I'm setting this up for just one headset. You're also going to need a 3.5 millimeter patch cable. Both of them have male ends. All right, I just got it rolled up here so it won't get in my way. Now, if you want to also hook up some external speakers just to monitor, you will need another 3.5 millimeter male to male patch cable if you had a type of speakers where you can jack into them. So yeah, that's what you're going to need. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and for our mic GTR line 1, make sure that you push in this button here. All right, that is the GTR line. It has to be pushed in. The high pass filter, you don't need that. All right, it should be in the up position, but it is important for the GTR line that you depress that button. This right here is if you're using the professional type of microphones, but if you're just going to use USB microphones, you just go ahead and get the adapter, the 3.5 millimeter adapter and a 1/4 inch. You go ahead and plug that in. Go ahead and plug in the mic. All right, now the next thing you're going to do is right here where it says phones, you're going to put in the adapter. Then you're going to put the Y cable splitter into that. Now you're going to plug up your green lead for your headphone into one of the female connectors. And I'm trying to do this with one hand, y'all. Okay, now you're going to take the patch cable and plug it into the free one. Make sure everything's all snug. Now you're going to take that other end of the patch cable and run it to your desktop or your laptop's microphone port. So we're going to plug it in here. Now, if you're going to use external speakers, now I don't use the external speakers to monitor when I'm doing a live program, but I set them up for when I'm not doing a program and I just want to listen to audio on my computer. So I just go ahead and, of course, you plug it in to your speaker, auxiliary in, run the other end to the speaker out port on your laptop or your desktop. Okay, now we want to go ahead and plug up the USB connector from the mixer, and I got it running around the back here. You're going to plug it into one of your USB ports. And then you're going to do the same for the headset so it can have power. So we're going to plug that into the other one, other USB outlet. All right, now you're pretty much, that's all you need to do for your hard wire. There is another way to do it, but I haven't had good success with it. I don't know if it has to do with my particular computer. I'm using a E-Machine AMD. It is a specially made computer for video gaming, but it works great for audio. Now, so what you're going to do now is go ahead and power it up. Turn the power on. And you're all set. The next thing that you're going to have to do is configure your audio cards on your computer. And I'm going to go ahead and stop this portion here and then record how you set up your internal cards to work with the mixer. Quick note about the settings for this particular mixer. This one right here is line 1. If I wanted to adjust how I sound, then I want to mess with these controls. Now this is the gain control, and I have found my settings, and once I found my settings that I like, where it's not a whole lot of white noise, minimum amount of white noise or in the background, I've taken a red marker or nail polish, and I've marked my settings so that I could change it. So that's your gain control that can help you, increase your volume and whatnot, but you don't want to use too much of that. All right, here is the EQ high right here. That's like treble, so I got that set. This is for how much bass you want in your voice. I already got my settings set for that. This is pan. That means left or right. I just usually set it at the beginning. This controls the volume of your mic. I have it set all the way to 100, to the maximum amount, 12 decibels, but you can adjust that always. That controls, the microphone input. All right, now if you were going to set up a second set of headsets, then you just follow the same directions that you use for here. You'll need, your adapter right there, jack in that headset. You will need another wire cable that'll go into this, so that then into this wire cable, so you jack in 2 wire cables, so that then you can hook up your other headset microphone lead and still be able to run your patch cable to your microphone in on your laptop or your computer. I got these adapters right here. This is the main out. What I had did was take 2 patch cables, male-to-male patch cables, and ran them out into a wire cable instead of using the microphone here. But I didn't have much success, so I'm not even gonna bother with showing you how to do that. All right, so this right here, controls the volume of the headset. It doesn't need to be very high. Again, I've already marked my settings. I found my perfect settings or my sweet spot. So you are going to have to play around with it until you get your audio sounding like how you want it to sound. This is the main volume. You don't even use that unless you are using the main out, which is right here. So I hope I haven't confused anyone, but I just wanted to add that. Now the next portion of this video is going to show you how to configure your audio cards on your computer. Now, after you have hardwired your multi-mix 4 or your external USB mixer, the next things that you want to do is to configure your audio cards. And of course, I'm working with a Windows PC. This is Windows 7. This should work with Windows Vista as well as Windows 8, but I'm not sure about Windows XP. All right, so you want to go to the speaker icon in the taskbar, right click on it, open up playback devices. Now, the external audio card, the internal audio card that's built into the computer, when you're doing a live radio broadcast, you can disable it. But when you want to use your computer, to listen to stuff, watch videos, whatever, you just simply right click, enable it back. All right, but when you're doing a radio broadcast, you only need your mixer, your USB mixer. So we're going to disable that by right clicking, hit disable. Since it's the only card enabled, of course, it's going to be the default device for the speakers, and that's cool. All right, so we're going to go to recording, to the recording cards. Now, you're going to disable everything except for the microphone that's built into your computer, and it's going to be you want to set it as the default device, and you want to enable your microphone for the USB external mixer that you're using. Now, this is how I have my audio card set up, and it could be different for you. I double click, I go to advanced, I take off the exclusive mode. If that's on there, I set it to 2-channel 16-bit 44 100 Hertz. That's CD quality. I go to enhancements. I don't use any of these enhancements. I go to levels. Now I set my microphone level to 100. The microphone boost to plus 10 decibels. Again, depending upon your computer and your particular cards, the settings may be different. Let's see. Then I just hit OK. But if you make any kind of changes, if that apply button lights up and you can click it, then you want to apply it so that your settings are saved. Then you can just hit OK. Now, this is the USB external mixer. So I'm gonna double click on it, go to advanced, make sure that it is not using exclusive mode, 2-channel 16-bit 44 100 Hertz CD quality. Now, the levels may vary. What you're looking at is, this is the USB. This controls that. For some people, you may need to turn it up. For others, you may need to take it down. Right now, it appears that just setting it at 21 works for me, because I have on my mixer, I got the QTR line in 1. I have it turned all the way up. Now I could go to my mixer and turn it down, and as you can see, it goes down, so I can control it right there as well. My microphone volume, so I got it at 100, but I could go up here, testing 1 2, and as you can see, it is going all the way out to green. I could then turn it down a little bit, testing 1 2. But what you want to make sure is, because it's not going to cause distortion on the other lines, it should not, but you want to make sure that it's coming in here pretty loud at a acceptable level. So I turn mine all the way up, my QTR line 1, and then I just take it down right here to where it is not always blasting out. Okay, now so I use broadcaster. I want to check to see what my voice decibels are looking like on the audio meter on the software I'm using. So I'm gonna open butt, and as you can see, it is in the acceptable levels. If it goes up to the yellow, that's fine. That may happen occasionally. excuse me, but it won't be a whole lot of distortion and whatnot. So yeah, that's fine. The settings in the audio settings, since I have the internal uh, sound card or microphone card set to default, then Butt should automatically pick that up. If it does not, then you could change it. You don't want it to be your USB mixer card. You want it to be the internal card that you're jacked into. Okay. So yeah, we can go ahead and close that. That looks like it's at acceptable levels. Now, if we were going to, let's say, use Skype, you want to go to Tools. You want to go to Options. Go to Audio Settings. Again, it should detect that the onboard built-in microphone is the default card. We can see our voices going in at an acceptable level. Now, we want to know, well, what level will our callers come into? Now, if you could either use Skype and get a Skype number, a 7-digit number, which I have, but I don't take calls from Skype. I have a Skype subscription as well to where I can make outbound calls. And I call into a conference line because it can hold up to 1,000 people. But I have my guests, my scheduled guests, call in on a 7-digit number, the studio line. But let's do a echo sound testing service call to simulate getting a call.
Hello, welcome to Skype call testing service. After the beep, please record a message. Afterwards, your message will be played back to you.
And as you can see by her voice, it was coming in perfectly. I had already preset it. It wasn't coming in that loud. Now it should. And as you can see by her voice, it was coming in perfectly. I had already preset it. It wasn't coming in that loud. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop that now. If your caller is coming in too loud and you're using Skype, well, you could just simply go down on their volume right here. You can leave, the audio settings options for Skype up. Now, let's say we are not using Skype. We're going to use freeconferencecallhd.com, which is a pretty good service, pretty clear audio. So I'm gonna close these. And they have a flash phone to where you don't have to have a Skype subscription. You don't have to have a Skype in number. If you want to save money, you got a limited budget. So we're going to go ahead and close this. And I'm already logged in, but to use their flash phone, I'm going to open up a new window so I can get to the flash phone. You will go here to HD conferencing from the home page. Click the dial in flash phone. As you can see, it opens up, so we don't need that no more. Now we're going to call in using the flash phone, the number they assigned to you, your access code. Just type in a name and place call. Then you're going to hit allow. Let me pull up Butt so that when she starts talking again, you can see her voice coming in. So we're going to click allow.
This service is provided in high definition by freeconferencecallhd.com. Please wait. This conference is being recorded.
All right, now she was coming in okay. If it was a little bit too loud, the drawback is in the settings you can't really control the mic, except for if you're coming in too loud or your music's coming in too loud, your audio clips that you're playing. You could take it down, your input, which is shown right here. Your input can be taken down via here. Testing, mic check, testing. All right, testing. All right, so but as you could see, if I play this music to simulate a caller by cutting off the recording feature, you can see that any audio coming off the conference line, including callers, will come in. So
Conference recording has stopped. This conference is being recorded.
now she's always kind of loud though. Oh, another thing, always close this. Once you found your settings, always close this, because if you don't, sometimes it creates a little whining noise, you know, so you don't want that up. Or if you want it up, you could just do it here and put it on playback, but you don't need it open once you find your settings. So we'll close that. Now let's say that we wanted to share an audio clip. The cool thing is the way that we have it configured is we can go to YouTube, play a YouTube video, and that would go out over the air through butt, because it's coming off of the audio card. So let's see, my grandson been watching a lot of cartoons. Let's see. So let's just find a video. We'll play that. As you can see, it is coming in. If it's low, you just go up on it. Skip the ad. Or you could just use any kind of media player on your computer and play any kind of audio. You know, you got audio files, whatnot that you want to play. I use Zara Radio. So I'm going to pull up Zara Radio, cue up some music.
This is Brother Elliot, host of Time for an Awakening, and you're listening to Black Talk Radio Network, new media for the new millennium.
Now, as you can see, that was coming in kind of loud, but the cool thing about this is I can also control that volume with this slider. So I'm going to play that again and take it down.
This is Brother Elliot, host of Time for an Awakening, and you're listening to Black Talk Radio Network, new media for the new millennium.
All right, so that's pretty much how you do it. Now you're ready to produce a professionally broadcast, internet digital radio broadcast. I hope that this video tutorial has been helpful to you. If so, please consider making a donation of any amount to the Black Talk Media Project. That's the nonprofit that I set up in 2008 to just simply help people harness new media technology, particularly the black community. Since we don't have a whole lot of black talk radio talking about black issues, things from our perspective and whatnot. And so, you know, I started it to help us, you know, create our own. But these videos are for anybody that watches them. So, you know, I help anybody. And if you think that my efforts are worthy, please consider making a donation to the Black Talk Media Project, a North Carolina-based nonprofit. You could just hit the PayPal link that's in the description, or you can go to our website, blacktalkradionetwork.com. You'll see a PayPal link there as well. Thank you.